welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany and I'm on a mission to hit 5,000 subscribers, so make sure you click that button below. I would appreciate it. So as you guys have seen the big announcement, I have listed my house up for sale, and at this point it's actually already been sold. So a lot of my embroidery items have actually been brought to my parents' house so we can at least continue doing what I love for at least a little bit of more time. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned and continue to subscribe. I would appreciate it. But at this exact moment, we're actually going to be working on an order of one of my favorites, which is returning customers. So normally I actually do order a lot of my t-shirts through a website. However, the quantity was kind of on the smaller side this time around. So to pay for shipping, it just was not beneficial. So I ended up just grabbing the shirts locally at Hobby Lobby. So I have them all here. And then also I did go ahead and place an order with TKO for my prints. Now this is a pretty large sheet and we did white font, which is probably why you guys can't see it, or I should say like transfer. I don't know why I'm losing my words. Apparently I'm in a new location and I can't get my words together. But it's okay because we're going to assemble everything right here, right now. So let's get started. Of course, the major thing that we need to do is go ahead and detag everything. Customer did request for some bright pink t-shirts for his spouse. And then we ended up picking up just simple black t-shirts for him. Now these are just the Gildan t-shirts. I believe these are 100% heavy cotton, which they are. Again, you can just pick them up at your local Hobby Lobby. They're pretty affordable, to be honest with you, and I actually ended up saving overall just because I did not have to pay for shipping. So of course, when you are looking for items, you do need to put that into consideration, you know, because I do have a minimum order of at least $200 in order to get free shipping. So in this situation, it was not worth my producer that I typically go with. So we went ahead and did this. Now, of course, my heat press is already on, so that is completely warm. Now, at this point, one thing I do want to make mention, so when it comes to TKO, you want to use as much room as possible. So, for example, this is, you can't even see it, but this is like the top half of the logo. And then down below, I actually have the two front logos, which technically, if you think about it, I really only need one logo for the front and one logo for the back. So I kind of doubled up on the front logos here, but again, I had the space, so I just went ahead and used it. And then also with TKO, you have to purchase a gang sheet when you are trying to request multiple sizes. So that is something else to also remember. Oh, something I also learned as well. I mentioned this once before. I don't have the software where I can actually just take an image and then upload it to TKO and they'll just print it for me. Unfortunately, I do have to have them recreate that logo because I don't have some specific software that they require. So what I did find out with them is once you upload the image, they fully recreate it. And listen to when I just said that. They fully recreate it, meaning that you guys need to check spelling. Learn that from experience. I had an issue and thankfully, well, let's just be real. I didn't catch the error. All the t-shirts were already pressed. And I contacted them because my mother brought it to my attention. And not only did I have to reorder the shirts and reorder the prints and pay for shipping, that really sucked. But what are you gonna do? So I ended up giving those t-shirts to that customer with the error just because I was gonna throw them in the trash can, and I figured better for him than the trash can because I'm sure he can just use them as scrap shirts or whatever his heart desires. So guys, just be careful when you are submitting those orders in because you want to make sure that you don't waste money. But with these game sheets, you do have to just spend a little bit of time cutting everything out. So I'm just gonna do that right now. And then I'm trying to organize everything to the best of my ability. So actually I only have 7 shirts I have to do. But we've gone ahead and printed 6. And this is gonna be number 7. All right, guys, we have a problem. Is this surprising with this channel? Absolutely not, okay? But hopefully we have solutions. So the very first logo I did, and thank heaven I noticed my mistake, because this is the first time I am working with a round logo. I was thinking it didn't matter the position and where I put it, but it definitely does. So, dummy me, put this one upside down, which actually, you probably saw it in the first clip because this is the one that I showed. So I found out that if you purchase this VLR, and I picked it up from Amazon, it should remove the logo. Should. So let's test it out. Let's see how it goes. I am going to put this board, this is for embroidery, for cutting fabric, in between, because I need to make sure I get these shirts done, because as we can tell, we're no longer at home, so it's not like I could, you know, come back in a few hours, right? So here's what we're going to do. We are going to throw this in between, and I'm going to drench this on. There's really no instructions what to properly do, okay? I drenched it on. It says unscrew sprout, puncture, done it. Do not use on something fabric, turn garment inside out and apply. I already failed that one since I already did it on the front. It's all good. It says stretch and pull the area. The mistake, this will release the bond. Peel off letter, remove any residuals from the front of the garment using a rag. Okay, so we're going to pull apart, and actually it's already coming apart, but my fear is it's on my thumb. I don't even know if you guys could see that. My mom's trying to leave, and you know I'm working. You can go. Okay. Say bye.
I feel bad.
So we're just pulling this apart. Now I was gonna try to scrape it, even though it said to use, it says to use a rag, but I'm gonna bring you guys in a little closer, and I want you to see what it's doing. So if you guys see here, like, it's actually easily coming off. However, I am curious to know what the actual, like, is the white going to ruin the shirt now? Like, am I gonna have to fully wash this? It's awesome how, like, simple this is coming off. I will be honest. Like, it's scraping off like butter, guys. Look. So that's what we have left. What I'm going to do is clean up, at least myself. I'm going to try to dump more solution on here, maybe spray some Shout Out, and come back and see how this looks. Guys, I'm quite annoyed. Not only did soaking the t-shirt in Shout still do nothing, I also ruined my board that I was trying to protect the opposite side of the shirt. And yeah, so that's lovely. So if you guys can let me know your thoughts on this, I'm definitely gonna say this is a fail. Do not purchase it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it came off like butter, but like, now I gotta rebuy the shirt. So let me know your thoughts. Typically, what I would have done was, I actually have done it with an iron. I've done it with an iron, and it like peels right off and it has no residual, no issues at all. But I saw reviews on this and I thought, let's give it a whirl, and that whirl definitely failed. So now I have a nice ruined board. I have a nice ruined t-shirt, and because I don't want to have to come back up here, I'm just going to end up taking my heat press home with me just so I can do the final shirt and deliver the order. But at least, like I said, it only happened to one of the 7 shirts I was working on. I know I did not show the back image only because it has the client's phone number on it. But yeah, that's where we're at. So hopefully you continue watching my successes and my fails. And if you guys can leave a recommendation for something that I can purchase, or give me a second alteration option if we have issues with vinyl, like I said, that does not work. And then I've done the iron, like I mentioned, and it works fine. But I don't have one of those, and I had this, and again, I wanted to try it out. But anyways, hopefully you really enjoyed my video. If you could, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next crafting project. Bye, everyone.